package. I repeat, I have the package. All right, that's great, Gary. We're gonna meet at the extract. Are you eating popcorn? No, of course not.
Where the hell's the...
Wait, so where's the extraction team supposed to... Damn it, John!
Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good evening and excited to talk about some Star Trek. Hello, Shieldwall. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on. Great to be back. Great to see Blair and Maria again. Always a pleasure. Great show. My favorite Star Trek is Deep Space Nine. They're all, well, not all the new ones aren't good, but all the old ones are really good, and I really like them. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It's great to be back. Now that we're
good to have you back.
Yep.
Hello, Blair.
Hello, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah,
Good to have you
Deep
back.
Space Nine was my favorite of all the Star Treks as well, and especially the Dominion episodes were always some of the best ones.
Yeah, me too. And welcome back, Maria. How are you?
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's great to be back after many moons, and for a new one. I was here for 2 episodes, or it was like 2, live streams of the X-Files, but this is the first time that I'm doing a Star Trek run. It's been a long time since I've actually watched Star Trek. I'm like a Next Generation
Mm-hmm.
fan, but then afterwards it comes Deep Space Nine. Definitely is a big. It's a really great show.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to rewatch the whole thing. Like the 2 first episodes, like wow, I forgot it was so good.
Exactly, especially compared it to like your average show writing these days. Yeah, back when it first aired, I remember watching it. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. But then, that was almost 30 years ago now. You see like what your average show is putting out these days, and then you go back and you watch one of these shows and you look at the writing and you're like, this is amazing. And they did 24 of these episodes in a year in one season, and now you're lucky if you can get 6 out of somebody that's any kind of coherent story or anything. It's pretty crazy.
Even the least episode has better writing than modern Star Trek.
Yeah, Well, not just Star Trek, almost any show out there.
Show out there.
There are good shows out there that are well done, but comparatively, the level of writing and adherence to like what premises came before, it just seems like now people write an episode and they're like, it'd be cool if they did this, and I really want them to do this, but they can't do that because they just established in our own show 2 episodes earlier that you can't do this, but we're going to do it anyway for reasons because it's going to be cool. And
the break between seasons is only 3.5 months or so.
Right.
Then it's a whole another round of them.
Exactly.
Here, you gotta wait how many years between?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're right. They didn't have 55 people in their writing room doing this either.
Yeah. Right.
That's another problem with stuff these days. But
yes.
But anyway, I'm just glad to be here doing this.
And I think the only person so far in the chat is Razorhead. So hello, Razorhead.
Hey,
let's jump into this.
Yeah.
We'll get a little recap of.
If you hear thunder, that's me.
Okay.
By the way, like I genuinely it's coming big. Oh boy.
Right. Just a little recap of Odo becoming human.
Yeah, that was the end of season 4. Yeah.
And then the revelation that Gowron is a changeling. And then
yeah, when he was in the Great Link, they made him human. He said they were trying to hide something from him, and he saw a picture of Gowron. He's like, they were trying to hide that guy, so that must mean he's a changeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I forgot that the first mate. What's her name? I keep forgetting. I mean, I have to brush up on my cast, but
Kira Nerys.
Kira, I forgot that she was pregnant.
Right. So in the show, there was a shuttle accident, and Keiko O'Brien, Chief O'Brien's wife, who was in, she was in the Next Generation and everything.
Yes.
She was pregnant, and then something happened with the baby. She couldn't carry it, so they had to transfer the baby. The doctor transferred the baby into Kira Nerys, and
yes,
Jordan's physiology is close enough where
yes,
baby term, except because she's Joran, the baby would mature in 7 months instead of 9. And the reason they did it is because I like the actress.
Yeah, she was really pregnant with Bashir's kid. They were dating. They were married too.
They were married. Yeah, they eventually got married. Her and the actor that plays Dr. Bashir. They met on set and they got married. They were married for like 10 years, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They named their kid Banjo or Jingo or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, something weird. But she's still, if you see pictures of her today, she's like in her mid-60s. She still looks good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But so so that's why she has this like maternity smock thing on, and
yeah,
they have a couple of episodes that really revolve around the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. Yep. And so Odo is now he's
solid.
flesh and blood, right? He's a solid. He has to eat and drink, so he obviously has some issues about his abilities. But what we're looking at here is they say, hey, they think that Gowron is a changeling.
Yes.
And they went to like an in-person meeting with Starfleet, Captain Sisko, and they came back with these little orbs that put out
some kind of radiation.
Like a radiation, yeah.
Radiation, I think.
Yeah.
And if you have 4 of them in a matrix and they hit a changeling, it'll affect their ability to shape change, and they'll turn into like jelly or whatever.
Yeah.
And best case, worst case, they'll just kind of, you'll be able to tell they're
radiate them.
Right. They receive radiation poisoning.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing is it's the type of radiation that if you can only do it to a person once without basically giving them a lethal dose, right?
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that, obviously Worf was like, well, we can just kill Gowron, and he'll if he's a changeling, he'll just turn into jelly, and if he's not, then I guess
like, okay, sure.
But
yes, so they've been tested to infiltrate,
and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because O'Brien says, "I hate prototypes." So apparently, this was a prototype.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's highly experimental.
Yeah. Oh, this was so fun when they all turned into Klingons.
Yeah, and they've got Dukat, who's turned into like some kind of weird pirate.
This guy's so funny. I love this guy.
Yeah, and Damar is another character that is a Cardassian that keeps recurring because the actor is really great in that role, but it is an interesting character if you follow his character arc through Deep Space Nine from his introduction all the way to the end. It's real character growth for him.
He really goes through an arc.
Right. Mm-hmm. But see how Dukat has all like this Klingon stuff on? It's like trophies from people he's killed.
He looks cool. He looks badass with his little Klingon swag.
Yep. Because he
stole a great character.
All he needs is an eye patch. Complete the look.
Because he stole a bird of prey. That's how they're going to infiltrate the Klingon Empire using his stuff. Now, I can't remember. Were the Cardassians already allied with the Klingons at this point?
No, they're allied with the Dominion.
Mm.
I don't think they are yet.
Okay,
no, they're not.
There was a point where they were, and then they weren't.
Yeah, this comes after Dukat actually takes that bird
that's
prey
in
into
season 6.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, because there's a throughout the whole plot of the series, there's a lot of things that go on with Cardassia, and it basically changes sides a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
This one, last season they'd been attacked by the Klingons.
Right.
Yeah, I was
pretty good.
I was watching the Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I recognized that voice of this guy, and I was like, "Wait a second, that's Ducat. That's the guy that plays Ducat."
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, there are a lot of different actors but once they like an actor, they'll bring him back over and over again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sometimes it's different characters, but he really found his footing in that one.
Yeah.
Ducat was the very first Klingon. He was Gold Demace in Next Generation. He had that weird helmet thing.
Yeah.
That went across his nose.
Yeah, they kind of, as the different series went on, like trying to figure out how Klingons look. Like these Klingons that look like this, the very first time you see them is in the 70s for the first
movie.
I remember there were commercials for McDonald's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Right.
I remember seeing one of those on TV as a kid, going, "Wow, that's pretty cool," because they do the whole thing in Klingon. So it goes way back to even then. But yeah, so they've been surgically altered to look like Klingons, which is kind of cool for the actors because they get to be like, what would I look like as a Klingon? And
yeah, that's so cool.
He looks pretty good as a Klingon.
Yeah.
Sisko really embraces the role too.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's had Dax to tutor him over the years, and obviously Worf is with him too.
Yeah.
And then O'Brien.
But Odo is so awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's almost like a liability. He's like the most sad sack Klingon.
Yeah, he is a liability.
Well, the problem is that he's having a lot of self-doubt because now he's a solid, and he's not sure that he can prosecute the mission because of that.
Well, you miss the scene. There's a great scene with Odo like looking at his glass. What was it? Beer or something? I don't know
it was like a beer or like a ginger ale maybe. But he's in quartz and he has his Yeah.
And he's like wallowing in the depths of despair with like his drink is like bubbles. Now I can hear them. Like
because he didn't have a use for food or drink, he never paid attention to it before. But now that he has to eat and drink, he's noticing all these things, and so he's got his drink, and he's like, "Do you hear that?" to Captain Sisko, and Captain's like, "What? The bubbles?" And he's like, "Yeah, the fizz." And then he pours more in and listens to it some more. I mean, I can see it. Like I remember doing stuff like that when I was a little kid. You drink a soda, and you're like, "Oh, listen to the bubbles."
Yeah.
So he's like a little kid in a lot of ways, experiencing things.
Discovering the world, yeah.
Right. If I were the writers, I would have had like something about him having to take a pee or go in the bathroom, how that changed drastically for him.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, I haven't gotten used to the timing of like when I feel like I need to go, deciding when I should go. And I might have had an accident or two trying to figure it out." Or have him like eat something.
I love this part. He's like trying to make him talk like Klingons. And
yes.
Well, why do you stand so far away from me when you talk to me?
Right. And why are you so quiet? Are you afraid of me? Do I disgust you? So what was great about that scene is they added like little intricacies of a culture that are mirror real life, that if you come from a certain culture, you don't understand that you're insulting somebody. Like if you sit and cross your legs and show your soul to somebody, the sole of your shoe, that's no good in certain cultures. Or eating with your left hand. Reaching for anything and eating with your left hand, because that's the hand that you're supposed to wipe yourself with.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. So, especially in a culture where you use your fingers to eat your food with from a communal plate.
Oh yeah.
So.
What is going on here? And then Sisko backhands him. It's like, were you trying to start a fight to the death?
Right. Because when you challenge somebody over their authority, you're supposed to punch them. If you backhand them, that's like using a glove in medieval times, saying I challenge you to a duel. Except in the Klingon world, it's always to the death. So, again, it's pushing home the cultural differences, and there's nuances that if you're trying to pass, it'd be like somebody coming from Europe trying to pass as an American, right? And there's so many different ways that they can give themselves away that they're European. Usually it'll be because they're wearing manprees or something, but but also, just using words wrong, trying to do colloquial slang, or vice versa. An American trying to go to like Italy and trying to pass themselves off as an Italian. It's not going to work out too well. Even if they can speak Italian and everything, you'll still be able to tell.
There's a story of a during World War II, a guy was. Oh no, it's from Inglorious
Bastards, right? Yeah.
It's
he
like
orders the beers.
Give me 3 beers, and he orders them like an American. He uses, the pointer finger and to the middle finger to say 3, and over there they use from the pinky to the middle finger.
Yeah.
For 3.
Right. Exactly. It looks weird if you're, but he was British, I think. So even the British was where we got it from. When you do like 3 or 4, how it looks different.
This part they have a hologram of Dukat as a Klingon that they use to communicate with, and it's out.
Yeah, it conveniently burnt out.
Yeah,
right when they needed it, and so they just destroy the ship that was talking to him. And he's like, "Well, let's get out of here now."
I got a better idea.
Yeah.
And they're all shocked. He's like, "What? We're gonna get in a fight, and get destroyed now?"
So then they go to this planet that is super heavily defended. It's one of the most heavily defended planets in the Empire, but they're able to sneak in. And then Sisko is like, "Okay, come get us in a few days," and he's like, "No, this is a suicide mission. I'm out of here. There's no way I'm hanging around for 2 days to get discovered." And he's like, "Look, there's no point in me coming back, because if you succeed, then everyone will know he was a changeling and they won't kill you. And if you fail, you're dead anyway. So there's no point." And I was like, "Hey, Dukat kind of has a point."
That is logical.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And they were surprised he had this hologram thing set up. But he's like, "Did you add our names? Because they're going to pose as recipients of the Order of the Batleth. This is their whole reason that they're undercover there, is to get this award, because that's what's going on. That Gowron's there to award it to people." And he's like, "Of course I put it incorrectly." He's like, I didn't survive this long, being incompetent or whatever." So he's a good character.
So now they're actually drinking the blood wine, I think it is.
Yes, it's blood wine. Yep.
Is that actually made out of blood? I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I think that it's supposed to be. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it is.
But it's just kind of like blood sausage is made from blood and pudding and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that, but a liquid.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be super strong. If you're like a regular human and you drink it, it'll, like, 1 cup will make you pass out.
Talk about they actually take a medicine to prevent them from
right.
Drunk.
They took some anti-intoxicant.
Yeah, right.
Yes, I remember that.
Right.
I love when they first walk in there. O'Brien, a Klingon, just comes up to him and headbutts him.
Yeah. The whole time I was thinking, O'Brien, just reach back through your ancestors, man. Get that Irish ancestry.
I know, right?
Yes.
Punches.
Yep.
Yes.
Start putting some woad on.
There he is.
Right. Yeah, that's it right there.
That's so hilarious.
Yeah.
The other thing about the Klingons is that the Next Generation kind of really started fleshing them out, but this show did a lot to also flesh out their culture a lot more. I can't remember though where was it Next Generation or this one where they go to Stovacor? Or no, wait, that's in Voyager, isn't it? With B'Elanna, where she goes on the death barge. The death barge to Sto-vo-kor. Those were always kind of like my favorite episodes. A lot of the Klingon stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
Because Sto-vo-kor is like their Valhalla, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically have to stay at this place all night, drinking and waiting.
Oh yeah, that was like their initiation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. It's part of the actual initiation of being in the Order of the Bat'leth. Is they're supposed to be able to eat, drink, stay up all night, and drink mass quantities of alcohol, and still be clear-eyed in the morning, in order to receive your.
In order to receive your award.
Your
award. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, like, the episode of Next Generation where like Worf's human parents came by, and they were like the most sweetest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they were. Yeah, the Rashinkos. Yeah, they were Russian.
And
yeah.
And then you see him there, and it's like, okay, yeah, he's definitely a Klingon, but it's like he was raised by humans.
Well, that's
hilarious.
That I think that character, if you've ever known anybody that's like biracial, especially when the parents are from very different cultures, but they still figure out a way to try to get their own identity and
mm-hmm.
you know,
yeah,
that's what makes Worf so effective, is because he has that cross upbringing, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Martok recognizes him a little bit. There's question in him.
Right. He's like, you look familiar. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's O'Brien. And but O'Brien has his backstop story good. And he's like, oh, I was at the Battle of whatever, and it was a real big battle on the ground. It was like an infantry battle or something. Mm-hmm, so he's like, oh, okay. And then they move on. But yeah, trying to set these little emitter things up in the middle of a big giant crowd like this. I mean, they do have drunkenness on their side, and everyone feels safe because they're in the most secure location. But still.
No, but still.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't realize that you were gone.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were gone.
Except for that.
Like, he really likes this scene. It's like, he really likes it.
Yeah.
We didn't miss you at all.
All right. Yeah, this is good. It's like, I know your face. Which is not good. So, I think he recognized him right off. It's like,
probably. But here's the funny part: when I was listening to like the episode, and I was listening to Odo, it's like one of these voices. Like, where have I heard this voice? It's so characteristic, like the actor. It's like, where else have I heard him? So I started to look up like the movies that he's done. I just don't recognize any one of them in the movies like that are iconic. I mean, his voice is so particular and and very iconic that I think it's the only, like, in Deep Space Nine is the only place where I genuinely recognize him. I try to find him in other movies.
There was an old show in like the late 70s, early 80s called Benson. He was in that. That's the first time I ever saw him. And then he's voiced video games. He's voiced audiobooks.
Okay.
This guy, the guy that played Gowron?
No, the guy that played Odo.
Odo, okay.
No, Odo, yeah.
Yeah.
Rene Abonois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's unfortunately passed away.
2019 was it?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so I think Odo was his biggest role, though.
Yeah, I think Odo was his biggest role. Yeah. Well, he did the 6 seasons. He went right through Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
right.
all 7.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he did the whole
7,
thing.
but sorry, he did the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now these people.
Okay, and that's Gowron.
Yeah, Gowron comes out. He's got his big like pirate jacket on.
Yeah.
Like 16th century pirate coat.
I like how he puts the little thing and it just like makes a little click sound when it puts it on. Do you think they'd be like stabbing it in their chest?
Right.
You know?
That's what I thought it was going to be. It was going to be like modern day, like if you have modern day ribbons and like medals and stuff.
If there's no blood involved, it doesn't count.
They have little.
That's true. That's true.
Then you put these little frogs on the back. They call it a frog, but it's like a little brass thing that clips on, and it'll hold it in place. But if you don't do that, they're super sharp. And some people, they will pound that into your chest, like when you get your
ouch.
Yeah, when you get your upgrade for a lot of on your dress uniform, they're badges that some will look like wings, some will
subs,
right, submarine stuff or paraglider, whatever, and they'll pound that into your chest.
Ouch.
And then everybody will walk around hitting it out of your like friend group or whatever to make sure it sticks, because if you don't do that, then it won't stick. It's just like tacking on your, like if you're enlisted, when you get your stripes sewn on, people will come up and punch you in the arm to tack it on. And sometimes it can get a little out of control, especially with young troops and stuff. But
here they just do a little click.
Yeah.
Well, now he pounds them with his weapon.
He's been outed. They know.
Oh, right, because
he recognized him. Yeah.
Obviously, Gowron's going to recognize Sisko.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Sisko.
No.
Or
was
it
was
it was
the other guy.
It was General Martok.
Yeah, Martok.
Martok. There you go.
And the thing about Worf, he would be like the most famous Klingon, you would think.
Right. They would have.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
They would have figured out who he was in a second, but
and also, So the Klingons are speaking Klingon. The universal translator in their ears are going to translate it, but unless they talk in Klingon, it's going to look weird to have a Klingon speaking in English.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a TV show.
I know.
With,
Fair
a couple
enough.
of weeks to do an episode.
This guy,
it's Hollywood,
that plays Gowron, he got his job because of his wide eyes.
His eyeballs, yeah.
Oh, really?
Whenever he does these scenes, he has to like hold his eyes open big for the whole scene, because he doesn't normally look like that. His eyes are not normally all bugged out.
He did that in the first audition. As he left, he turned around and gave him this big wide-eyed thing. And he thought he tanked it. And like, no, we love that. Do the eye thing.
He looks crazy when he does it. So he's very Gowron. And when you first see Gowron in the very first episode and that he appears in The Next Generation, you're like, yeah, that's a Klingon. That's, that guy looks like he wants to, kill you in your sleep or something. So it was very effective. And the way, and also his acting and stuff too is really.
The actor in real life is like very low key and chill, so he's not like that guy at all.
Yep, well, that's why they call it acting.
Oh.
So they send him to the prison cell, and Gowron or General Martok says, "Hey, I need to help you get to Gowron."
Because he believes, he kind of sells it to them that, I know something's wrong with Martok, or Gowron. And they're like, when did you know? I says, well, when he came back from this conference thing, he's like, all of a sudden, war, And they're like, okay, help us. So,
and
he's going to get him to them,
Yeah, and he's like, and then he's like, well, you could kill him in single combat. That's what Worf says. And then he's like, no, we'll just, you don't worry about that. We're not worried about honor. This is Martok now saying this. We're not worried about honor. Just go up there and kill him. And they're like, okay, so they go out. And then, but Odo is kind of like, that's suspicious.
It's sus.
Right.
It's sus.
And he won't let him go because, hey, what does he say? We don't know where your true
loyalties lie.
May lie. Yeah. Which is a mistake. He should have sent him out too.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because Worf comes out and he challenges Gowron to single combat. And while they're fighting, all the guards want to jump in. And Gowron's like, no, this is between me and him. And that's when Odo knew that he wasn't a changeling because changelings don't care about honor. And just want to get the mission done. So they were hoping that they would just shoot Gowron, and that would make Martok the next in line for leadership during war.
Yeah.
And then he would control the whole empire more than he does now. But that's when they're like, no, he's the changeling.
Yeah, that's when Odo recognizes, like, no, our people don't care about honor and like. Well, so this is the changeling. You are the one, yeah.
So yeah, because Worf has Gowron knocked down like he's going to do a killing blow, and then he runs to stop. Now here's the thing: I would wonder if he could have kept this ruse going, but instead he turns his hand into a whip, and that obviously gives him away. And then so the whole room just blasts him.
Well, for some reason it keeps jumping.
He explodes.
Yeah, I mean, and they really shoot him a bunch.
Like everybody in the room.
Yeah, I mean, because
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say a full-grown, healthy changeling is really hard to fight. Like they're not. You can, you're not going to cut them with a sword. And you shoot them a bunch, they can live through a bunch of that stuff. They're
but they all shoot at him at the same time.
Right? Yeah, there's like 50.
It's like I think
they're a different. They're not like a phaser. They're a
disruptor. Yeah, disruptor. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they just
look at that. They just blast him. It's like, okay.
That's the other thing is a disruptor will not vaporize you. It just blows you apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it disrupts.
There you go. See, there you go.
Yep.
Now my question is, when did this character? When was he changed into a change?
They answer that later in the season.
Yeah. The real Martok.
For the episode.
Okay, so
I
he's
think
not dead.
The episodes that we're going to do next month will cover that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
There he is with the eyes again.
Right.
Yeah, he has
famous
to do it
eyes, man.
So they say, look, we need to call, like, you guys need to, knock the war off. And he's like, it's too late now. The Klingons are already in battle, and we've taken these places at expense, so we're going to want to keep them. Like, they've taken planets at a huge cost, because that was one of the problems that the Klingons were having in the war. And what the Dominion wanted is they were taking huge casualties because the way that Martok was getting them to do stuff was causing, they were going into battles that they probably shouldn't have gone into. But because they're Klingons.
The Dominion wanted them, weakened them. So they
they wanted the Federation and the Klingons to fight. Then they'll swoop in and kind of take over the winner.
Yeah.
And he's like,
and then this guy is like, you should have killed me when you had the chance. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, that comes back later too.
A little foreshadowing there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's still so good.
Yeah.
And then now they've come back and they've got their faces back. Now here's the thing: through the surgery, you can turn into a Klingon. You could basically have the ability to make you look like anybody. So Odo could have chose to just look like the actor, which is what I probably would have done. Is I would have gotten him out of that makeup for like a couple of episodes at least. Give the guy a break. And then when he turns back into spoiler, when he gets his abilities back later on, which is going to happen. You can't have this guy running around not being a changeling as the rest of it. I mean, I guess you could, but he was a popular character because of that. But I would have been like, all right, you can just be your own character your own person, because later on, like in season 7, I think they have this like weird episode where Sisko's like done something with the wormhole, and the beings in the wormhole have like taken him to a different place, and he's all crazy, like writing on a wall. And in his head, the whole Deep Space Nine is a story made up by people in the 1930s that work at this pulp magazine. And it has like Quark's actor, all the actors, but they're not wearing any of this stuff on them. Michael Dorn's in it without his Klingon stuff.
Damar
is so weird. He's a doctor. That is so weird.
Right. And Odo's character is like the editor or something, and he's not wearing any of that stuff. So I think what they did when they wrote that was it was kind of an okay episode, but B, it allowed the actors towards the end of the episode or end of the season, so everyone could see what they really look like.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I think they like really threw a bone to the actors doing that.
Okay.
Because it had Ducat in it, and you got to see him. Although later on, he something happens and he like changes himself into a Bajoran.
Bajoran, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
So he has
And he's
makeup,
like,
but less makeup.
right. But yeah, he's all trying to get up with Kai Wynn. Yeah, which is anyway. So, but that's all in the future. So that I thought that was a good episode. It's a pivotal episode in the course of the history of the Dominion War and things like that. And it's a setback for the Dominion.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. I think it was a great episode and a real good start for the next season.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Cannoli.
Hey, it's Cannoli.
Hey, Cannoli.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
So we got the next episode.
Yep, next episode.
This one was also a good episode. It really caught me off guard. Again, I haven't watched all seasons. Like I'm like literally jumping into a sixth season of Deep Space Nine, so I don't have a refresh of all the previous seasons. So it really caught me like off guard. I had to look up again the trills. Why? I mean, I knew that there was a symbiosis, but I had forgotten why Sisko called Dax old man.
Yeah.
So I had to do my research again. What happened to him and what happened to Jadzia, right? I think Jadzia? Jadzia. So, and oh my gosh, I love. Why couldn't they keep this actor? Why?
Yeah, he was a good actor.
He was a great actor.
Hey, Jacob, before we get it, I got to take off.
Yeah,
I'm only able to do one episode tonight.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody. It's been fun.
Bye.
Maybe see you next month then.
Yep. Later, Blair. Okay. So yeah, they're doing a survey. They're looking for I forget what they're mining.
Rocks.
Some kind of rocks. So they're actually in the I forget the quadrant of space they're in. I always forget. I don't know why.
It's not the alpha quadrant,
the
right?
The gamma quadrant.
The gamma quadrant. Okay. Okay, so they're having a chit chat, and he's like, "Do you know this rock?" And it's like, "It's a rock," you know. And I think like, and he's like teasing him because he probably knows the answer, you know. But it's kind of like, you know, I know what's going on, you know.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I thought you just wanted to sit down and take a breather."
Well, I mean, O'Brien has been in so many Star Treks.
Yeah.
And there we have Sisko.
Worf, right? And an
unknown character who
alien character.
Yeah, I love the makeup. They don't do makeup like that nowadays.
No. You can tell early on that they're just kind of getting their footing and doing makeup, but as the seasons go on, it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
So they get radioed in from the runabout up that a ship is coming in, and they don't know what it is. The something. It's leaking something, so it masks what kind of ship it is.
Mm-hmm.
But they can see it crash, and so he has them beam them directly to it.
Mm-hmm. And then they hit gold mine because they got to this. I don't even know the name of this.
The type of ship?
Yeah, the type of. No, it's a warship, but it's like the aliens.
It's a Dominion warship.
Right.
Oh, it's a Dominion warship. Okay.
Right, for the Jem'Hadar. It's like a basic Jem'Hadar ship, yeah.
Yes.
It looks kind of like a beetle when it's not flipped upside down and crashed in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a scared beetle almost. But my biggest problem with this episode is that Sisko went all the way with them on a mining expedition, like survey thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a trope of the show. The captain's always on the planet doing stuff. When in reality, they'd be doing a lot more diplomacy and a lot less of this. But
fair enough.
But it's a TV show, so
it's
the main character's got to do stuff. But
yeah.
And then they introduced this character, Enrique. Is that his last name?
Kike. Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember his last name.
No idea.
But yeah. But yeah. And then there's a couple of other characters in the that have lines. Mm-hmm. And then there's this other guy, he's a Bolian or something. And I was like, that guy's dead. As soon as I saw him. He's just a background. He wasn't wearing he wasn't a red shirt, but
yeah.
And then they had the crew on the runabout. And the thing about a runabout is a runabout is bigger than a shuttle. So think of it like an RV.
Uh-huh.
A little bit bigger than an RV even. So it has like beds in the back, and a whole bunch of stuff in there that they almost never show. They do later on, and in some other episodes they do, but it's a lot bigger than what they show on in most of it, because the cockpit's kind of small.
I'm looking up the episode to get character names, so just give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's like Hoya. I think that's I can't remember what the species is that looks like a catfish.
Okay.
But they always have to have that mister thing in front of them, or at least some of them do. It like sits on their chest and blows mist into their face. And they're like a weird. They first showed up in the Next Generation, and the way they think is different than most other humanoids. So they have they have problems. At least that character did with like chain of command and doing things. Not like they're against it, but they were very deliberate. Like they wouldn't say their opinion unless they were absolutely sure.
Yeah.
They would hold back information that maybe somebody might need to know.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing a picture of Hoya. It's a woman.
And?
Yeah, it's a female.
Yeah, and she's
like
actually really good looking.
Oh, the person that played the character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Wait a minute. So this was the one that was in the ship?
Right.
That was definitely a female.
Yeah, they don't last that long in the show.
No.
But they have spoken lines. And then, so on that ship, there's 3 people. There was somebody sitting behind her, like on the side.
Yes.
And then there was a co-pilot or whatever. Actually, co-pilot. So when that thing gets destroyed, 3 people die. And then there's one guy out front, the Bolian or whatever he was, he dies. And then Enrique does later. So it's a total of 5 crew members they lose on this one mission. But the bad news is so they had a base camp and they immediately transport to this thing. So when the ship gets destroyed, now they're stuck because who knows how far away it was. It could have been hundreds of miles, thousands of miles.
No, it was about a week away, I think it was, like because they went they got communicated with Major Kira, and
well, that was for her to get there in the ship and to take the Defiant to come get them. What I'm talking about is they were on the planet doing a survey. When the ship crashed, they got transported by the runabout immediately to it. But we don't know what that distance was, but it was far enough away that they were never going to be able to walk back over there
Yes, you're right.
Stuff. They had
right.
They had all their food, their water, their generators, their
It's true.
tents,
It's true.
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were stuck here with whatever they just had with them that they brought to like help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which is why I don't understand why they don't have any like web gear. Like if they were regular soldiers, they would.
Yeah, I don't know.
Modern, they would have
that's
had like
never really been a thing
canteen
in Star Trek.
backpacks and stuff. And, you know. Yeah, these guys are just like, we'll just go with the stuff we got right now.
I think they tried to introduce some of that in the movies, the original cast movies.
Well, they did.
It really didn't take hold.
In Enterprise, which is
they did.
Like
they did
about 100 years before this or so. They were still relatively connected to Earth and the military and stuff. So their like special ops teams look like it. They had like harnesses and armor and stuff. And this is more, I just have a jumpsuit on. There's like no utility belt or anything.
Right.
Yep.
So they managed to get the ship open.
Yep.
And this is when they're like, the ship's upside down. And the whole time, the chief is mentoring Enrique. I can't remember what his last name is. But anyway, he's mentoring them the whole time.
Well, that's the whole point, right? I mean, he was training him so that maybe he would have been like next in line for possible command.
And that's what a good leader does.
Yes.
Is they mentor their own replacement, basically. Yeah, see the pictures we got here, down in the right here? Those are like the little beetle ships. That's the ship.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, it looks like that, but it's crashed upside down.
Okay.
And so you're looking at the back of it is sticking out of the ground.
Hang out, bear with me just a second. I got to fix.
Yeah, no worries.
With the
slides were going monkey.
So they go in, they start like scavenging around, see, find it out, and then he asks Chief O'Brien to, just make it work. And Chief O'Brien, who's a whiz, a genius in engineering, says it's going to take some time. So like they start digging, and then all of a sudden, who comes out of the blue but
another Jem'Hadar ship.
Exactly.
Right. And the runabout doesn't have any time to really react. They try to get out of there, but the Jem'Hadar ship basically blows it up. So now the people that are on the ground are stuck. And they're going to need a rescue. And also, so then they're standing around the ship because they didn't actually really realize what kind it was at first. They were like, I didn't even know what kind of ship it was. But they found... Well, it was when they found the Jem'Hadar hanging upside down. That was weird.
Oh, okay.
Like why they were hanging like that. Like their feet were stuck to the ceiling or something.
Yeah.
But what it appears happened was the inertial dampener for the ship failed, like totally failed. And when the ship accelerated, well, if you don't have an inertial dampener, the ship is going to go, close to light speed and full impulse. It's going to throw everybody in the bulkhead, and it basically shattered every bone in her body and killed them. If you've ever seen the show Expanse, that show really digs into like inertia and that. And there was a guy going real fast, and he hit some kind of alien portal popped up, and he tried to fly through it, and when it hit, it just dead stopped him, and the guy's skeleton like comes out of his body basically.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because of how fast he went from going like thousands of miles an hour in space to nothing that quick.
Wow.
Now normally you're not going to be able to stop like that.
No.
Right. But it was because he hit this alien portal thing, like a Stargate looking deal.
Wow.
But
crazy.
So that's what happened to this crew, and there were like another 35 of them, and a Vorta in the somewhere else in the ship that they don't show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they bury them all over across the hill and stuff, and But here's the other thing that's kind of cool is the ship's upside down. So when they go in it, they're actually walking on the ceiling.
Yes.
Right. So you're trying to fix a ship that's upside down. So the control panels are all upside down. So imagine like just flipping upside down and trying to type on an upside down keyboard.
Yeah.
And then trying to type on something that's a different language.
Right. That's
completely.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's no chairs, there's no galley, there's no sleeping quarters, there's none of that, because all the only space that would be like that would be for the Vorta. Because the Jem'Hadar used the Ketrel white. It's like the tube that comes out of their thing. And the white is their food, their drink. It's everything. It's everything they need. They don't really sleep.
Just been genetically engineered.
That's kind of sad.
And they stand up. And there's no windows or monitors on the ship at all. So they have these eyepiece things that the Vorta gets and the first Jem'Hadar gets. Those are the only people that can see outside the ship. And it uses monitor or cameras or whatever, sensors and stuff. But they actually don't get it to work in this, which I find is kind of like they're just figuring this out now. I thought they took a ride on a Dominion ship before this. And there were guys wearing the thing, so I could be wrong, but
I think that happens afterward.
Okay.
After this.
Like Weyoun, I know because the Vorta in this says Weyoun did a report on Benjamin Sisko. She knows everything about him. So he met Weyoun, and when he met Weyoun, no wait, that was on a crashed planet though, with the rebelling. I could have swore they used that ship to fly to that one where they had to take those, try to fight him, but the weapons didn't work, so they had to use knives and stuff.
No, so they used their ship was about to blow up, so the Defiant beamed them all or transported them all on board.
Oh, you're right. That's right. Then they did the drills in the engine room of the Defiant. Okay, I got it. Sorry, I'm just trying to work this all in my head. Like
That's all right.
I thought that they had seen them use those eye monocle things before.
Yeah, they do. They do get this ship actually up and running, and use it to kind of covertly go around.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of then, where they're messing around with it. Okay, so they're trying to get the ship, but the ship doesn't. It's not designed like anything they're used to. The power conduits are all different. The engine doesn't work the same. It's like nothing that Chief O'Brien's ever seen before. So, and it's all upside down. So he's having a hard time like figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's from a different galaxy, so it's it's like has a completely. There's no frame of reference for any aspect of it.
Right.
And they want to take the ship so that they can actually learn from it and see how everything works. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah, this is a huge find. This would be like getting a hold of an adversary's best whatever that you don't know anything about. You could totally take it apart. It's kind of like when in like the 70s and stuff, when some people like Russian pilots defected with MiGs, and then you would just be able to tear the MiG totally apart, put it back together, fly it around, see what its limitations are, and then you can factor all that into knowing how to defeat it, what its strengths and weaknesses are. So it's a really really big find. Oh yeah, this is
hilarious.
Quark scheming again, and the Doctor getting into trouble because he didn't check his paperwork. He imported some kind of like spiders that are illegal to import.
Yes.
But the Doctor didn't know that it was illegal to import the spiders because he wanted the spider venom to make a medicine to help Kira that has like morning sickness, like Bajoran morning sickness.
Yes.
But Quark didn't tell him, and then he also imported some kind of liquid crystals that are illegal, and they're like some kind of weird aphrodisiac. So, obviously, Godo's got him.
I hope the Quark got a really big salary because this guy is such an amazing character.
Great.
He's so great. He's so iconic.
Quark and the Ferengis, how well this particular show fleshed them out compared to any of the other shows, is why I like Deep Space Nine so much.
Yeah, it's funny. The first time you see the Ferengi in TNG are like they're almost like cavemen.
Yeah, they got like a little like fur vests on and like these laser whip things that were really weird and everything. But here, the the way they're dressed, how they act. Once you learn more about them, you're like, okay, I could almost kind of see like a society working this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And culture and weird stuff like the women can't wear any clothes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
You remember that episode with the mom and
yeah.
the little brother? The little bro. Oh my gosh, the little brother was so cute. He was so innocent.
You're talking about Nog is Rom.
Nog or Morn.
It's Rom.
Rom
is his brother.
Yeah,
and
Rom.
his brother is an engineer. He's really good. And then you got Nog, who's the son, who's Jake Sisko's friend, who winds up joining Starfleet and becoming the first Ferengi. To join Starfleet.
Okay, fair. No, but this one, there was another Ferengi. It was his brother, and he was like super innocent.
Yeah, that's Rom.
That's Rom.
He winds up getting with the Dabo girl later on, and he also is a huge. He has a very huge impact on the Dominion War because he invents the self-replicating cloaked mines that they use to minefield the opening of the wormhole, so that the Dominion can't send any more reinforcements. Yeah,
I like what Odo says here, and his co-conspirator, Dr. Bashir.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm not a co-conspirator, and Odo says, well, what would you call yourself? An idiot.
Yeah. He hasn't been outed as genetically engineered yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. No.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing is Bashir is playing possum this whole time like he's an idiot, and that he can't do stuff. When his parents genetically engineered him when he was a kid because he wasn't very smart at all. He was so they took him out of the Federation illegal. And had him genetically altered, which is the only way you can do it is to like save somebody's life. Like they're going to die because they have genetic deformity or something. You can then fix that, but you can't enhance them. They had him enhanced to where he can like hit a bullseye playing darts from 20 feet every time. But that's also what makes him such a good surgeon and why he's so really good at it. They gave him like an extra 100 points on his IQ. He's ambidextrous, all this stuff. But when it comes out, it almost costs him his whole career because you can't. Yeah, the whole eugenics war with Noonan Singh and all that. Yeah, Khan really off to genetic engineering.
That was crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like what she says. Y'all have fun with that. I'm gonna go on a mission.
Here's the crazy thing about this: she is carrying his kid right now. Yeah. When this is shot, she is carrying that actor who plays Dr. Bashir, his child.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, you can see it sometimes in some of the more closer scenes they have together, where I was like. Wait, is he kind of hitting on her? What's going on? Although when he first came on the station, he was like hitting on every chick there was. He was hitting on Jack, he was hitting on Kira, all of them.
They actually did. The part that's showing out of the ground, they did a pretty good job on just that. I mean, that's pretty big,
right?
By itself.
That's a good prop. That's a really good prop.
You get
nice
you get some wood.
Yeah,
cloth or whatever, some paint,
and
maybe some spackle or something.
Yeah,
some bird cage or chicken wire. You make the whole thing.
It's particle board.
Yep.
Nice.
If you have a model of
filming.
Probably out in the quarry somewhere out in California. If you go east far enough out of LA, you'll hit the desert, and there's plenty of places like this.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, who comes out? But they got him.
So the Jem'Hadar, when they're at full strength and have all their abilities and whatever, they can cloak themselves.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and their transporter technology can go through a lot more things than the Federation can, like 4 feet of rock and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So they get So one guy dies.
Gets killed.
Yeah. And then Kike gets hurt.
Yeah, he gets it shot in the stomach, I think.
And with a special type, like their special technologies, it doesn't allow like the blood to coagulate.
right.
So it just like
Right. Yeah, it causes a wound. Like normally, if you get hit by a weapon that is energy based, you would think it would cauterize it.
yes,
If you don't get like outright vaporized,
yeah,
but the or blown in half or whatever. But apparently, this causes some kind of where the wound never kind of closes up, no matter how
yeah,
much they pack their shirt sleeves into it.
yeah,
'Cause I was like, come on, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this was a modern like military unit, you'd have web gear that would each person would have their own
yes,
personalized IFAC.
yeah.
Would have
Medical
like
Yeah.
a tourniquet. It'd have some bandage pressure and compression bandages in it. Just some basic stuff to stop, like a bleed like this.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't look that deep, so it
No.
really, it doesn't take much to kill somebody. But
Mm-hmm.
if this guy lived this long with it, it just needed to stop.
Mm-hmm. So there, that yeah. So he's acting doctor.
Yeah, and they joke with each other. Like,
Yeah.
could you do me a favor and stop bleeding, please? Yeah, and it doesn't go much into it in the whole seasons, but
Mm-hmm.
there's like one or two episodes where O'Brien was actually in some pretty heavy combat with the Cardassians.
Before, right, when he was
Oh.
Before
very
all
young,
this.
there was
Yeah.
a Cardassian war. He was
Oh.
in the Cardassian war as a foot soldier.
Oh wow.
So he there's an episode of TNG where he's like somebody's on trial and they're going to use him as an expert witness, and they ask how many combat actions he's been in ever, and it's some
Mm-hmm.
crazy number, like 60 or 80 or something. It's a
Oh,
lot.
wow.
Yeah, including space battles, because he served on other ships before this. Because the fact that he's a chief, he's the highest enlisted rank that you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so in most militaries, that means that you've served at least 14 to 16 years.
That's crazy.
Right. So, and that's if you get promoted first time every time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he does have a lot of like practical experience. Although a little bit of sometimes what people can do in this is like what needs of that particular episode have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, because sometimes Dax is like super OP, and other times she's not that smart.
Mm-hmm. So this is where he says, "This is where the like, so tell me about it, old man." And then it's like, okay, I have to look up my
Right.
trills again, and we're talking about like a life being that has been, who's
So
super
there's
old.
a symbiont. It looks like a worm.
Yeah, it looks like a worm. I remember.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like a worm. And then each trill, they have this special school that they go to like find the best candidates. And then
Yeah.
they merge them with that. So the trill
Mm-hmm.
are like regular humanoids and they live normal lives, but they can bond with the symbiote, and the symbiote lives hundreds of years.
Yes.
So
Yep.
it maintains all the quirks of the person, all the memories and everything.
Yes.
So the Trill has the Dax symbiote, I want to say this is its seventh host. And
Yes.
it's had like a male, a female that's had children, a male that's had children. The
Yes.
last host was an
male.
ambassador, right? A male, an ambassador to the Klingons, which is
Oh.
where
Yeah.
a Dax symbiote learned all this stuff about Klingons, and this is where Sisko knew Curzon Dax was his name. So Dax is the symbiont, which is where you get,
Yes.
and Jadzia is the host.
The host.
And then
Yeah.
Curzon was the host before that, and he was an ambassador to the Klingons. So he learned all this Klingon culture and was really into it. And he lived on,
And the Klingons even honored him.
right,
As a,
and he lived on the Klingon homeworld, what's it called, Kronos, I think. He lived on there for like 20 years or something, and that's where Benjamin Sisko knew him. And they got up to like, because Ben was young and not married, they got up to like some stuff, if you know what I mean. With the Orion ladies or whatever. And so that's why and then obviously the Trills have a limited lifespan, so when they die or get close to death, they transfer the symbiote.
Yes.
Because if somebody dies and there's no host, the symbiote, if it doesn't go back in that pool of goo or wherever it comes from,
Ew. Yeah.
it'll
They die.
Yeah, they die.
It'll die.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and Nick, there's some episodes where there's a wounded Trill and somebody has to like take it for a little while and give it back and all this kind of stuff. So, but anyway, Jadzia is the new host, and that's why. But he still calls her old man because of the Dax symbiote.
Dax.
Right.
Yeah.
And but Jadzia is her own person, so her personality merges now with the Dax symbiote. So that's why it's more playful and does jokes and all this kind of stuff. So, and the other reason she's so exceptional is because she has to go through that rigorous training and selection process to even get a symbiote. Because later on in the series, I can't remember which one. I think it's this one. They talk. There's an episode about, well, technically, almost any Trill can meld with a symbiote, but there's not enough symbiotes to go around. So that's why they make it sound like only certain ones can do it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking this up. They're standing here and they get contacted by the Avorta,
right?
Of the ship that destroyed their runabout.
Right.
Contactsman says if you can push any green triangle on any of the controls, you can talk to me.
Yeah.
And I believe, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the first time we see a female Vorta. I might be wrong.
No, it's the second.
Okay.
In the first episode where we run into the Jem'Hadar is when we see the first one. And there's only 3 female Vortas in the history of the show.
Oh, so really?
There's only been 3.
Yeah, wow. But
they don't show them very much.
Right. But this one does a really good job.
Oh yeah.
She played the first one and this one.
Oh really? Oh really? Okay. Yeah. The first one had hair like Wayun, where it's like a punch
like the
perm
men.
or whatever, like a weird perm, but like really tight perm. But this one, she looks a lot better. She's got like regular hair and stuff.
Yeah.
And her ears don't like go all the way down her cheek like the male versions do.
Okay, so they contact, and he's like, they already know all about me. They know my name. They know who I am.
Right. Yeah, because she makes like remarks about his son and all this kind of stuff. So he's like, huh. And then she's like, this is my first time ever outside the Dominion interacting with anybody. Like, please be kind to me kind of thing. And he's like, yeah, I'm not playing that.
It's like, I'm a girl.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And she's like, I want my ship. That's all.
It's like, well, this is our ship now. We found it. Finders
keepers. Like finders keepers.
Yeah, he's like, well, there's something called salvage rights. We got here, the ship was crashed, everyone was dead. We found it. So it's ours.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, the Dominion, that's not the rules in the Dominion.
Which I don't care.
Which you run into all the time in real life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're like, we've got these laws, and another country's like, well, this is our law, which is why we have international law, and there's a body that governs that, so that because otherwise you'd run into this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So while she's keeping him distracted out here, the guy beams in and
just turns invisible and cloaks himself, and off he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she's like, you must be hungry and thirsty, and she's like, don't worry, it's not poison. And he's like, to you it's not, because you never know, it's like alien food or something.
Exactly.
Plus, you got to remember, you know, they don't have any backpacks or anything. They don't have any food or water. I guess if you live in a society where you can replicate everything, you kind of don't think about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But when you're in a deserted island or a deserted place, like, maybe it was a good idea to bring something. And that place looks hot.
Yeah, exactly. And dry, and there's no natural water.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's like, nope, we're not doing it. And then, Enrique! Kike! Oh my gosh.
He's hanging in there. He's trying to be, you know, he's trying to be tough.
Yeah.
But the problem is that he gets no medical treatment for over 38 hours.
Yeah.
So if you're bleeding out and you're having problems, and who knows what else the wound is doing.
Yeah.
Probably festering, because, they stuff dirty sleeves into it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Basically.
Now, if they came back and said, like, that underwear stuff they're wearing has some kind of, like, anticoagulant, or not, but has, like, coagulation and, like, antibacterial stuff built into it, I'd buy that more. Like, it's part of the design is that little sleeve can come off and you can do something with it.
Yeah.
So they hear something, and they go take a look, and what's his name's like, that wasn't here before.
Yeah, it's a little. Now in the shot, it looked pretty big to me.
It looked pretty big, yeah.
But then when he shows up later with it, it's actually small. It's just the way they shot it. So
and then, go ahead.
Yeah, then they run into somebody.
This Jem'Hadar that planted it, he starts attacking him, but he had a gun, but he didn't shoot him, and he overpowers Jadzia, which these days I'm glad to see, because you know what I mean. Like, he would have beat up Miles, and then she would have kung fu'd him or something.
And then comes Enrique.
Yeah, and this actually took a lot out of him to do that.
Yeah.
Instead of laying there, and he probably opened up his wounds some more, having to run down there.
Yeah.
But they were like, why is he using a knife? And
it's true.
Right. Why would, because he had a blaster. And, but the reason is, we'll find out later, there's a reason why he didn't do it. Because he didn't want to.
Yeah, if he had been using the blaster, he would have just blasted right through him.
Right.
Yep.
But see, this is the thing. If you go to the next, I think you had it there for a second. Yeah, look how small that is.
Yeah, it is very small. It looks very big on the shot.
Yeah, right.
Like a big spider.
Yeah, I think it's basically, gathering intel.
Right, it was like a sensor.
Yes.
And they were like, well, it's maybe to see how many people we were, what kind of arms we had, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, okay, there's something wrong with this ship, or there's something they want.
Right, there's something they want on the ship. We need to find it. This is meanwhile, they're trying to repair the ship and figure out how it works and all this other stuff. So he's constantly giving them orders like, search the ship. No, I mean, get the power back online.
Yeah, first is power, get the back. Yeah,
do all this stuff. So
yeah, this is what I like about Star Trek too. It gives you moral questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like Worf here, he's like, he's not going to make it. He's going to die. You need to tell him that he's going to die so he can prepare himself.
Right. So he can prepare for death because he's thinking like a Klingon. And Miles is like, no, he needs to fight and have hope and hang on the human way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fight to the last. But, Worf is being a realist, being like,
And two, it's not just, you see both sides, you see that both sides have some merit.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's true.
And it all goes down, to culture and upbringing and religion and all that kind of stuff. Because he's thinking, you got to let him die now like a warrior so he can go to Sto-vo-kor. But in my opinion, he got the wound in battle, right? He got shot. They were shooting at each other. So, if you're talking about like, is he dying a warrior's death? Then yes. Especially, if you put a phaser in his hand so he can go to Valhalla. He has to have a weapon in his hand.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's not like humanity doesn't have any parallels to that. Whereas you could argue like a different alien race like the Packlids or something might not have any idea what you're talking about culturally,
Mm-hmm.
But
so
two, the longer he survives, the more someone could come rescue him too.
Right, exactly. He's got to hang on. Yeah.
Yes.
You just don't want to be like, oh, well, let's just kill him now and give him a warrior's death when he's still alive. There's chances that he could be saved. Although when they asked how soon the Defiant could be there or another ship, it's like
3 weeks or something.
Yeah, no, it was 2.5 days.
2.5 days. Yeah.
Oh, it was 2.5 days.
Yeah, 2.5 days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Zax.
Hey, Zax. What's up?
Yeah, with the
Circuit.
CV Mux, it's kind of hard for me to keep track of chat because it doesn't scroll on its own. I have to manually do it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I've been kind of. If somebody's been talking in the chat, I apologize.
Yeah, and too, I've got another window open, so it's hard to see it too. So.
Yeah, I got the stream up on a second window.
And Sergeant Gratunia is here too. Yeah. Sergeant Gratunia.
Yes, or it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh was saying in the book, Worf kills a fully formed Jem'Hadar with a bat'leth. Oh yeah, those. I don't think they're like impossible to kill. It's just they have abilities that are a lot more.
They've been genetically engineered to automatically have those.
Right.
Like instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. And so they flesh them out pretty good in the series.
Mm-hmm.
The one where they had to work together.
Yeah, that's
that
great
one was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Roman? How's it going?
Yeah, the actor that plays the first Jem'Hadar is really good in it.
Yeah. Yep. And the guy that played the second, the one that he had to kill because he disobeyed orders, he was like the villain in Cobra, I think.
Yeah, and he was in X-Files and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So they're having this discussion, and they're telling him, like, I order you not to die, and, you know, you can make it, and all this kind of stuff. Which is, you know, standard what people would tell somebody if they were hurt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, oh, yeah, you look great, and he's got no legs. But you don't tell him that, you know?
Just don't look down. You're okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, in any survival situation, having a positive outlook and hope is really important.
Okay, so that's where Sisko says, "No, you have to make the ship, you know, work in order for us to get out. I will take care of Kike here."
Right. Yeah. Exactly, right. You can't, and that's a true statement. He's the one that's going to get him out of this. No one else in the crew can do it. Maybe Jadzia a little bit, Worf kind of, but they don't have the in-depth knowledge about systems and stuff that he does.
No. They're not engineers. Like Worf is tactical and Jadzia is
science. She's science.
That's
what
there
blue
you go.
means. Yeah, science and medical. So she'd be able to
she probably has more ability than others because of her.
Right.
The symbiote has all those memories.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the other thing you have to keep in mind is it's 300 years of knowledge.
Yes.
Of how to do stuff. So depending on what her past life, I think in one of her past lives, like one of them was like a chef or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like not all of them were Starfleet. Not all of them were like military related. One of them was like a musician, I think, too.
And I think one of them was like a weird, like crazy guy, from what I read.
Yeah.
That was in Voyager. There's a Trill on the crew that he's a serial killer.
Okay.
Oh, there is actually one of his past lives was crazy too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, one of Dax's lives was crazy.
You probably don't remember it because you don't like the change of character. You know, that's Ezri that has.
Right.
With that.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So Terry Farrell left the show, right? She's the one that plays Jadzia in this. And they replaced her with another female. I think, my personal opinion, is they should have had a man replace her. When she left the show, the Dax symbiote should have went into a male. They didn't. They had it go into Ezri Dax, which I didn't really like that. I didn't like that character as much. I felt it was just Timo version of Dax, and it didn't work. It should have been a guy, and it should have been like
she does get better as the season goes on.
She does, but it's
not
like
not the same.
It's not the same. It should have been a guy, and it should have been like you could have really went any direction with it. Like had it be like this yoked dude,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't think Trills really get that way. But or you could have had it. You could have just did something different.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they thought they needed to have that a female in there
Mm-hmm.
to like balance out the numbers and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, which I guess
Right.
kind of makes sense. But I just didn't like that Ezri character. I was not a fan.
Wow. So here, Sisko was like, "No, man, I'm not buying this again."
Right. Now, this is where she admits, look, we just want something off of the ship.
Yeah.
Let us get it, and then we'll even let you have the ship. Just let us get it. So now he's like, well, I think we're in an impasse. She's like, I feel like we're getting to an impasse. He's like, we've already been there. And
yeah, that's a good point, Eraser.
Yeah. The character was doomed to fail because they were rushing to give her her character before the
show. Yeah, see, the show was also winding down.
Yeah.
It was like the last season, I think she showed up.
Yeah.
And you're doing a series. She left because she wanted more money.
Yeah,
I think. Oh, okay.
And right, not. And she, I don't know if she was getting paid on parity to some of the other actors or not. Like like some other people might have been making more money than her, for whatever reason. So, she was like, "I want more money or I'm out." And the other thing though is to do a show like that with that pace for 6 or 7 years. Where you got to be on every week and you got to put all this makeup and stuff on. And I mean, her makeup wasn't that drastic. It was just like somebody took like a roller with the spots on her and went down.
I mean, it sounds like there wasn't even any negotiating. It was just, oh, you want more money? Oh, no.
Right. Yeah. They were just like, we don't need you. We'll put this Ezri Dax in here. And people are like, no. But she was a very popular character, Jadzia, right?
Yeah.
And they have the whole Worf wedding thing. That was a huge. I remember how big that was. That was huge.
Yeah.
When that happened, and that was so that was the like height of the show. But then that last season was just kind of Then all kinds of weird stuff with Kai Wynn and the prophets and whatever.
It went out of their hands.
It kind of it went real esoteric.
Yeah. So
and another thing that we forgot to mention through a lot of this, the Jem'Hadar are blowing up. Well, I don't know what they're blowing up.
Oh, they start bombarding the area.
Yeah,
they're just like shooting randomly around just to shake them up.
Right. Yes. It's like they're gonna we're gonna put them in the World War I trenches where we bombard them for days on end and they just go crazy. But basically, it was try to rattle them because they were like, "Man, they're missing a lot. Their targeting scanners can't be that bad. It's a stationary target, you know." And yeah. Also, their ship never landed. It was like in orbit the whole time.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
And here Enrique is already like hallucinating.
Mm-hmm. He's with his grandfather watching fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it dad? His dad or his granddad?
It was his dad.
Okay.
He said
watching
Papito.
fireworks. Right.
Papito. So it's like, oh, yeah. It's like daddy. Daddy, look at the fireworks. That's so big.
What's
what?
Abuela is the grandmother, right?
Abuela. Abuela is grandmother, yeah.
What's the grandfather?
Abuelo.
Okay.
Abuelo.
I live in the Southwest. I should know all this, but but yeah.
Well, that was the beauty of listening, like when like being bilingual, because I was listening to him and I was listening to Chief O'Brien, and it was just like all making sense, and you could like feel how like he was like a little kid, he really did a very good job acting. Like, oh, look, that's a big, look at the fireworks, daddy, look at this. That's such a big one, and you could like feel that he was, a little kid with his parents again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I could have, this guy, he was a good actor. I could have seen him like being a regular on the show or whatever.
I think you see him in the background in another episode. a previous episode.
Right. Yeah.
So he's kind of like a background, and like, oh, let's do this with him.
They've had a couple characters, like the engine room guy when they were with the Jem'Hadar. They had two guys in there that were pretty good, and I was like, oh, this might, they don't have to be like on every episode or whatever, but have them pop up now and again.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. But obviously he has a role to play here, which is he dies.
Yeah.
To move the story along.
So they're trying to find it, and it's like, what am I looking for? It's like, I don't know what you're looking for. Find it.
Of course, like I found this computer thing in one of the sections we can't really get to, so I ripped it off the wall and brought it here.
Yes.
She's like, what? What are you doing? And so they kind of start, like, their nerves are fraying, so everybody starts arguing.
Yeah. I was like, that was real smart. Yeah, that's
And you can tell that Jadzia is flustered because her hair is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
And then, they're still he's still hanging in there, but and that's when they're having like another moral discussion. They've had several. This is not the first one.
And then they start arguing and whatever, and this is where Sisko has to put his foot down and be like, look, everybody tighten your stuff up. You get to work. Worf, go find this. Jadzia tears the ship apart again, looking for whatever it is that they're looking for. Because she comes back at first and she's like, there's no cargo bay, there's no storage compartments, there's nothing. Because all the Jem'Hadar need is that weird cooler thing that the Vorta has that parcels out to catch us all white. They got to have a place to store their guns and stuff, like a weapons locker or whatever. But
but nothing. And then here, is it here that he? That we lose him?
No, this is Sisko. He orders him not to die.
Not to die, right?
Oh yes. Okay.
And it's been like over 24 hours at this point.
Oh yeah.
So he hangs on for a very long time.
Yeah.
If they would have had medical stuff, they could have just hit him up with the dermal generator or whatever, and he'd been perfectly fine. That's kind of also the sad part about this, is that they don't have, because the guy that had the med kit was the dude outside that got shot, which I just thought of something. Unless they blew the med kit up, it would still be outside, right? So when they're walking out there to go talk to the Vorta, why don't they just grab it and take it inside?
It's so true. In fact, the body's gone.
Right. But they're just like, oh, well, he died out there. Now, they could be like, well, we sent him out in a... That's what I always thought that Sisko was going to ask her for. She's like, let's do a trade. And be like, I want medical attention for my one guy first before we do anything. And then that would have been like a trust builder. But yeah, they were like, oh, the one guy had the med kit. They should have showed it, like, get shot all the way through and vaporized and he got blown up with it or something.
Yeah.
But I just now thought of that.
Yeah.
So
and now here they're trying to put the thrusters to see if we can budge out.
They gotta back it out. There's also a rear turret on this thing that supposedly can move around and stuff.
But it's stuck.
But it can only shoot in one direction. But she finally got that working. Turns out they never use it.
Yeah.
They didn't. So they melted things. They blew up things.
So they overstressed the engines. The engines were already messed up, and he was like, "Go to half power," because what they're trying to do is back it out of the rock so that they can
pull it out.
Right.
With the tractor beam.
Right. But they wind up burning out. They almost have the core go critical, and it burns up all the power conduits. So there's no way they can start it again. And then they're like. They had strapped Enrique in with like a weird tube looking thing. I don't know what it was. And then they go over to him and he's dead.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's like so sad.
And he died while they were like doing the engine thing.
I genuinely thought that he was going to like make it.
Oh, I knew he was dead the second he got shot. Just because
I was like, I guess I really wanted him to live.
Well, that's
I
why.
really like that guy.
He was a likable character. he had all this hope and promise and everything,
Yeah.
and he
He
died.
was young.
Yeah.
The episode that I saw that was really drove that home was the Next Generation episode where they have the girl and they have to put her in the pod to sneak her into Cardassia. And it's basically a suicide mission, but she volunteers anyway. And the actress was so good. She was real cute. And I thought she was a Bajoran. I thought she was going to be a really good character.
Yeah.
And she did not make it.
No.
That was a good episode. Because Worf is like her mentor. And she got in trouble at the academy. And
wait a minute. I think I remember this.
Yeah, she was like short and blonde. And that was a really good episode too, where they had somebody die and sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, I like this scene too. They're talking about the two guys that were killed, and the guy with the med kit that got killed could play the trumpet.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, he could play the trumpet at No. That's at the end when he's writing a report, right?
No, this is right here.
This is the scene. This is the scene.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "What's that? Dripping."
Oh yeah, they're just chilling here, and
there it is.
So this is what the Vorta wanted. It was a changeling they were looking for, and the reason that guy used the knife instead of shooting the walls, because the changeling could have been the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, from what I've seen in the past, unless this was like a sick one or something, I think they say it like it's sick.
No, he's a founder.
Yeah, but he's sick, right?
Yeah, because of the crash. There's something to do with
the crash or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Because if it was a full-grown, fully powered changeling, it could have killed everybody on the ship.
Yeah, and here I thought when he said there was a founder, I thought it was I thought they were saying it was like an old one.
Oh, well, they call all of the all the changelings.
All of it's founder.
They even call Odo a founder.
Yeah, they call
founder.
Odo
Okay,
a founder.
okay.
Right. But
so he's like dying, and
it was right. It was wounded or something, and it finally died, and it turned into like this dust when it died.
Yes.
So all the Jem'Hadar are like, we failed to protect it, so they all kill themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the makeup on that.
Off screen.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's really good. They have to wear like these arm sleeves that are all lizard scaled too.
Yeah.
They're like rubber sleeves. You see it in some of the other episodes.
But look at it. It's like solid. Like it's so perfect.
Believable. Yeah.
It's so believable.
Yeah, they did a really good job on it. Yeah, and you see the tube with the Ketracel white that goes in there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so they all
amazing. No, amazing.
Kill themselves.
Hands down.
Yeah, off screen.
Except the girl.
No. Right, the Vorta doesn't, because that's not what they do. The Vorta, the Vorta are they're diplomatic. They're very cunning and conniving, and they're really good at lying and subterfuge. It's because what they evolved from were like these tree monkey things. I know Wei-Yun says it in one of the episodes. Basically, that the founders genetically engineered them from these creatures they found.
Ah, okay.
And made them in to the Vorta.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah. I mean, it's so like if you believe in evolution, humans came from like monkeys and stuff. It's kind of the same.
Yeah. Kind of the same idea.
Right.
Got it.
So she beams in there. It's like, where are your troops? Oh, they're dead.
Yeah. And she's like, you can have the ship. I just want to gather up if you let me get some of the remains. And then doesn't she say something like, you're going to go home with this ship prize and I'm just going to go home with these ashes or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the two, Sisko says to her, like, what's his name? The guy that died.
Enrique?
The crew of the runabout and her men would all still be alive if they had trusted each other.
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly. If they just trusted each other. But all she had to do was just, But she was afraid if she said there was a founder on board, they were going to go like use him as a hostage or hunt him down or something. which is a valid worry.
It is a valid thing, but it's also they know a lot about the Federation,
right?
So they know how they work. So I don't think there would be a. I don't know. It's for the show. I know it's for the episode, and it's a good episode.
Very good episode. So then he said we would have trusted each other. If we could have trusted each other, none of this would have happened. So she takes the ashes, and they take the ship.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. She beams away.
Yeah, she just beams out. And now he's back on the Defiant, and it's heading back. And he's got to write the report. Now, Starfleet's all happy they got the ship. See, here they are towing it. And I can't remember who says it to somebody, but they were like, yeah, it came out first try. Came right out.
Don't remember that.
Yeah,
I just remember his sarcastic, dry humor. It's like, oh yay, we won some medals. They're very happy.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna get medals, and she's like, I'll just add it to my to my pile I already got. Yeah. And then he's like, these 5 people died, and I think Jadzia says it's worth it because this getting a hold of the ship might save 5,000, 5 million. If you learn what the weaknesses are of these ships, it'll be better able to fight them because this is their standard ship, like their standard ship. It's
their workhorse,
right? They have bigger ones and stuff, but they have way more of these. If you're going to fight the Jem'Hadar and the Dominion, you're going to come up against this kind of ship more often than not.
Oh.
So it's Chief here. He's talking to him, saying we got it out the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is when he says it.
That's
right?
where he said.
Yep. And then, so this is a photon torpedo casing that they put the bodies in, and then shoot them out they barrel at sea as they shoot them out the torpedo.
Yes.
So it looks like you're sitting, making sure the predators stay away.
Yes.
Yeah, you're doing the Akva. So, and
is it an Akva?
It's called Akva. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what he said. And then he said it's a Klingon tradition where you stay by the body of a warrior to make sure that predators don't come and eat them. But then again, in TNG, in the very early seasons, they had a Klingon come on the ship and die, and they were like, "What do we do?" And they all yell, so let Stovcore know they're coming, that their soul is departing. That they were like, "What do you want us to do with the body, Barry?" And he's like, "I don't care. It's a husk now." So this is kind of a little off from that. But again, it's the evolution of the culture from the very first couple of seasons of TNG, where everything was, the Ferengi were like little monkey dudes with whips, to where they are now, where you got Quark with his suit, and and he's ready to rip you off all the gold press latinum you've got.
Yeah.
And Brunt with the FCA. That's a great character too. The what is it? The Ferengi Commerce Authority or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So he's like the IRS and all this other stuff rolled into one. Yeah.
Hilarious.
My avatar disappeared. Oh.
Really? Oh, now it did.
Yeah. So basically Worf and O'Brien come to the thing. The other thing is Worf and O'Brien have been kicking it for 7 years at this point. Yeah. So they should kind of know a lot about each other. And I thought that they used to mess around on the holodeck together too, doing all kinds of stuff with Picard, like Shakespeare and fencing and whatever. But I always like how O'Brien and the Doctor are always doing Battle of the Bulge and Battle of Britain and all kinds of
the Alamo.
Like the Alamo, yeah.
Yeah.
So on the holodeck, it's pretty fun.
It's hilarious. It's super fun. I wish I'd had one.
What's that? A holodeck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd be so sick.
Yeah, it would. Be able to like go hang gliding and all kinds of stuff without actually having to worry about falling down and dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, 2 great episodes.
Yep.
Solid entrance to a 6th season.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this is season 5 intro. And yeah, and then so I think next month we're doing episodes, some more episodes on that.
Yeah. We get to find out what happened to General Martok.
Right.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good one. It's got I just blanked it. What's his name? He's the tailor. Garrick. He's another great character that they do a lot with. They keep because he used to be part of the Obsidian Order for the Cardassians, so he's like a spy that lies bold-faced and very cunning, all this kind of stuff, and he always has these things about him that's like a secret, so you don't really know like what he's really up to.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's good friends with the Doctor. The Doctor always seems to be like getting involved with some shady stuff all the time. And then you got Quark, and he's a master at like subverting things. He can hack a bunch of stuff. He has all these programs to like hack the computer system.
Yeah.
Which comes in useful.
He's so fun.
Yep. And then you got Rom, who's like he's basically an engineering genius. But he's very, very meek.
Yes. Yeah. Oh.
But there's a good episode with those two where he's a good guy, but he was put in charge of like some kind of charity, and his brother and Quark was making fun of him, and he's like, "Well, I was the treasurer for the charity," and he's like, so basically he's still a Ferengi, right? So he ripped them off, and that Quark was like, "Huh, okay," you know what I mean? Because that's the thing. Yeah. You got Nog, right? Who's joining Starfleet now, but he's still a Ferengi, so he still has the lobes for business and
and loves for money,
like, right? And exactly. So you have to, it's kind of like dwarves in fantasy when gold gets involved. It's funny, but that's why I like him so much.
Yeah,
so good.
There's always good bits of them throughout the series. One in particular, the Klingons are attacking, and Quark is standing outside of his business with a box. He's like, Odo's like, "What's in the box?" Oh, it's a phaser from when I used to be on a ship. He's like, and he opens it.
He's selling
and there's it. There's a note in it that says, "Oh, I borrowed parts for the replicators."
Yeah, it was from Rom to fix the replicators for the bar, because Quark used to serve on a Ferengi don't really have military vessels. They're all like trading vessels that has happened to be armed. But he was like
heavily armed.
I can't remember what he did. It wasn't an important job.
He was like the cook or something.
Yeah. Fair. But he did see some action. But usually Quark is pretty cowardly.
Yes. Yeah, he definitely is.
The other really good episodes are with the Grand Negus, which is the guy from the actor that played the guy from the Princess Bride, where he was all inconceivable. That's in it, and but that actor plays the Grand Negus, and he's really good at it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and there's an episode where him and Quark are doing something, and they get out of trouble, and at the end, Quark is like in the shuttle with him. It's a Ferengi shuttle. And he's like, "Well, let's get out of here." And he's like, "Okay, but be careful with the engine. I bought this at a significant discount." So so he's always trying, even as the Grand Negus, he's got all this money. He's still being a cheapskate,
Yeah.
We'll talk about their heaven when you go see the great exchequer you have to bribe them to get in. You have to bribe them to get into heaven. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. But it just goes to show how how they were able to expand it. They have the rules of acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
I got that book in my house somewhere. When I
Yeah.
went to Vegas in the 90s, they had a whole Star Wars thing there, or Star Trek thing there, and I bought that book. I bought a Klingon book, and I bought a blood wine mug.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's just a ceramic mug with like a Klingon symbol on it, but
Okay.
pretty cool. Yeah.
So yeah, the next month the episodes are Odo gets his ability to
Shapeshift back.
Shapeshift back.
That's a good episode.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because they bring the doctor in who found him and basically trained him how to be, doing stuff. Because he didn't know that he was an actual life form. He just thought he was like goo. Like he didn't know it was sentient. He thought it was like just algae or something.
Yeah.
And was experimenting on it, like with electrical shocks and stuff.
Yikes.
So yeah. But it's a good episode. And then the one after that, is
there's
where
two after that are
Yep.
Martok's actually in a prison, a Dominion prison. So,
wow.
Yeah. That's a good episode too.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was great talking with you, Maria. Seeing you back on here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Glad you were able to join us.
Yeah, that was awesome. And Blair.
Yeah.
Always good to be on.
So is there anything you'd like to, Maria, is there anything you'd like to announce or plug for your upcoming shows?
You guys know me as the Geeky Crochet. I also have my my YouTube channel of Unlocking Lore TGC because so many names. I just have to go to letters now. And this Friday, I'm going to be on Tabitha's channel, actually Dreaming Tabitha's channel, for an art party in which we go mad. We do some crazy prompts and we do some crazy art. A bunch of artists on YouTube. So that's going to be this Friday. Apart from that, I'm not going to have anything until probably Sunday. I may be doing some art, maybe doing a little bit of gaming. I'm actually playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, like a 90s game.
Yeah. That's cool. What kind of art is it? Is it like painting or drawing? Or
I have here. I just finished these sketch cards from there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. I've seen your X posts with those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have that one there. I just finished this one here yesterday.
That's great.
Or the day before. And then I just finished also Dulcim. I'm doing like Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Dulcim. Cool. Yeah, these are like Blanca and Vega. So this is the type of art that I'm doing at the moment. Pop culture, basically.
Cool.
And
I wasn't sure if you were like crocheting them or something or.
No, I wasn't. I'm not crocheting at the moment. I do have some projects, like all artists have projects in the making. I never get around to do them. I have Lilo.
Right.
Yeah, but,
okay.
So, from Lilo and Stitch. I have sorry. I have Stitch that I have to finish. So it's like he's there. He's just kind of waiting. So
those are really good. There are so many good like artists kind of in this sphere. That we get to see, and it's cool to talk to them. Because when I was a kid, you just saw art. I didn't really know that many artists, but
well, I'm lucky to have met so many good artists, and we do get together to do some crazy things. So I'm going to be on Tabitha's channel on Friday, and then if nothing on Sunday, then next Thursday I always have my my YouTube stream called Art and Tales. So that's me.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure I'm sub to you. I have to look.
I'm trying to get to 400. I wanted to get 400 before my birthday, but I wasn't able to. So.
Oh.
That's okay.
I'm subscribed.
Yeah, thanks, Eraserhead.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I was.
Thank you.
Yeah, 392. You're getting there.
Yeah, 392.
Cool.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Very cool. Shieldwall? What?
So this Thursday
sure
we're
I
going to
know
be
what
on
you're
Rome of the
doing.
Empire's channel at 5 Pacific, and we're going to be doing a free range. It basically it's where we just go over current news and pop culture stuff and whatever. Those are pretty fun because they're not as structured so much, so it can kind of go wherever it needs to go. We can talk about music or really whatever we kind of stuff the chat's talking about, whatever. They're a lot of fun. I'm not sure. I've been kind of out of the loop because I had like some surgery on my mouth and stuff, so I couldn't talk for a while. So I've been kind of out of the loop. But so just tune into that, and then we'll figure out what we're doing after that. I can't remember. It's like a movie or something. I apologize. I'm selling it really bad. But anyway, thanks for having me on. It's been great. I didn't realize how much I missed streaming until I couldn't do it for like 2 weeks. So
yeah. Glad you're back.
Yep, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's always great being on your show.
Yes, thank you so
Always good
much,
to have you.
Nikolai and Sarda.
Yeah, it was good having you, Maria. I like having you on. So glad you were able to.
Thank you.
Yeah, so next week is our final installment of Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I've got my
solid.
that one. That's gonna be
that's
like
a long one. That's like
it's gonna be like a 4 hour.
Yes, that's like a 4-hour thing.
Yeah,
so
solid.
That'll be fun anyway. But yeah, and I'll also be on Roman's show talking pop culture. So it'll be fun.
Cool.
So thanks to everybody on the panel, to Maria, Blair, and Shieldwall, and thanks to the people in the chat for hanging with us.
Yeah, definitely.
And, yes, thank you so much.
Hope everybody has a good week, and we will see y'all next time. Have a good one, everybody.
Later.
Bye.
All I can say, McKay, is you take a hell of a long time to say goodbye.
Well, so long. So long.
See you around, Burton.
Never can tell.
Good boy.
Happy trails, Hans.
Goodbye.
Good boy.
Goodbye, bro.
Goodbye, Arab.
Goodbye, Northman.